Hi, Lori, the Yooper Goddess. Vicky, we haven't done this in so long.
I know, I'm excited.
Everyone has been asking me about these buns.
They
Not
look,
my buns, but the buns for a burger.
Well, you do have very nice buns, but the buns that you made are,
Yes.
they look delicious.
I finally got the texture. So I'm going to show you how to do it because it's a process, but it literally takes less than 2 hours.
Wow.
So usually when you make bread nut, it takes like 4 because everything has to rise and
Yeah.
everything. So I'm going to recommend that you use grams when you're measuring for baking. And I used to get such an attitude when I would watch a video and they're like, 200 grams. And I'm like, ugh! But now I'm doing that because it makes your mixture, especially when you're making buns or bread and that, the same.
Well, how do you determine grams versus a cup?
Well, here's what could happen. Now I'm going to show you. Oh, I'm going to measure in here. I'm going to fluff it, right? And then I'm just going to go like this. And I'm totally pushing flour down.
Right.
So I'm going to get a different measurement every time.
Oh, you mean if you weigh it, you're going to get a different measurement?
No, if I do it like this.
Oh, I see.
So when you weigh it, you're going to have the exact amount of flour every time, the same amount.
So if you took that cup and you weighed it, it might be, I don't know, 1 gram. And if you did it again, it might be 1.5 grams or 1.7
And that screws up your
Oh,
batter
I
because
see.
I've noticed when I was making bagels, one part of my, like one batch would be beautiful, the next one was like tough, and I'm like, why? It's because I measured it weird.
Wow, that little difference can throw a recipe off that much?
Especially baking, yeah.
Wow,
If
that's
you have
crazy.
too much flour, then you don't have enough water, right?
So is that your scale there then?
This is my scale, and I'm going to recommend buying one of these. They're not very expensive, less than $20.
We have some links above that you can check
Yeah.
out too for some.
But the thing you want to do when you're using a scale is you want to keep it off.
Okay.
And you want to put your bowl on the scale. Then you turn it on, and it compensates for the weight of the bowl.
Good.
So it's at 0.
Gotcha.
So we're going to do 500 grams of flour.
Which is roughly 5 cups if you really want to risk it without the scale and do it the old-fashioned way.
Just measure real carefully. So we're going to do 500 grams here. Yeah, so, and then if you go over, just, go like, take a little bit and just keep sprinkling it. There we go. So you're going to dump that in your bowl. And then I'm going to shut this off because I have this little thing that I'm going to measure the other stuff in.
Oh.
So you want to make sure you always recalibrate your scale.
Got it.
It will be off. So the next thing we're going to do is 10 grams of salt.
Which is roughly 2 teaspoons.
Because I pour it everywhere.
So it's the day after the big snowstorm that we had up here in the Upper Peninsula. What a difference a day makes, eh?
Yeah, the sun is finally out.
And it's so beautiful. I love right after a snowstorm.
I do too.
Everything's so crisp and white.
It's so nice. So we're going to do 15 grams of sugar.
Which would be about 1 tablespoon.
This is kind of fun. You're like, come on. There we go. So you're going to dump that in there. What's nice about this recipe is just dump everything in there. You don't have to let your yeast sit in water because there's a lot of yeast in this.
Okay.
And you're going to notice how your stuff just like puffs up. So we're going to do 20 grams of yeast. And I'm just going to dump it out of the thing.
Are there different types of yeast or are they all pretty much the same?
Well, I always use instant dry. And I just ordered a pound package.
Did you?
Because I've been making these.
We'll put the link for that above as well.
Yeah, I always use Red Star or Fleshman's. And this is a lot of yeast. And it doesn't make the buns taste any different. They have a really nice flavor.
What would you normally, like, what would you consider not a lot amount? Like if you're making it traditional?
For this, if you were going to do it where it would take you like 4 hours, where you had to let it rise, double, whatever, punch it down, You would use 1 pack,
Oh, okay.
which is 2 1/4 teaspoons.
Okay, so it's
So it's
considerably
yeah,
more.
It's literally like 20% when you look at your ingredients.
Yeah, that's about 2.5
You
tablespoons
know,
what you
yeast-
just
yeast to
used.
flour mixture.
Yeah.
So then we're gonna do the 15 grams of shortening, and I always use this is avocado oil. So we're gonna do 15, and that is about
2.5 tablespoons.
yeah. We got all the dry ingredients now that we just measured. So you're gonna have 350 milligrams of water or 1.5 cups. And you're just gonna dump it in here. And that's hot water out of your tap,
Okay.
which probably runs about 100 and some degrees. But as you mix it in here, it cools off pretty fast. But you're gonna get this to like a shaggy mixture. You just give your mixer a little head start here. Just makes it a little easier for it to be incorporated. And we're gonna put this on the mixer. Get all your stuff in there. We're gonna put this on. And I've never beat my dough this on this high of a speed, but it works. So we're gonna go on speed 6, and that's pretty fast for this to be going for 7 minutes. And then this is gonna rest for 10 minutes. And then we'll be back and I'll show you what you do when after it's rested. You cover your bowl with handy wrap. Okay?
So after you mix it for 7, put handy wrap on it and let it sit for 10.
Yep.
Got it.
So our dough beat for 7 minutes on speed 6. Then I let it sit for 10 minutes, covered. Well, you can see how warm it is. You can see the
the
moisture
condensation,
there.
yeah.
So we're gonna dump this out. You can see how it puffed up.
Wow,
Isn't
that's
that crazy?
beautiful. That's beautiful.
So we're gonna put it on here. And I like to get all of it out of there because, why waste any? So my big thing about making my own buns is all the buns you buy have so much crap in them. Preservatives. They have enriched flour, which is not good for you. I use King Arthur flour. It's actually a raw flour. It's employee owned, which I thought was super cool. And it does not have anything in it but flour.
Awesome.
So I recommend King Arthur. For bagels, I recommend bread flour. But we're going to take this dough. Let me grab a knife. We're going to cut it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and you can see the hole. That's from the yeast. It's puffing.
Yep.
It's doing its job. So we're gonna cut it in 4 pieces. And now what you want to do is you want to take your dough. You're gonna put it on your thing. Now you're gonna use your thumb when you turn this into a circle.
Okay.
So we're gonna just go like this. See my thumb? How my thumb is helping it? And my fingers, right? And it's not even sticking to this board. It's just so nice.
So you don't have to add any flour.
See how nice?
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
So we're gonna do that to all 4 of these.
Speedy Gonzalez there.
I made a few buns.
So the purpose of this is just to get it in a ball. You're not trying to
it's
get
almost
air
like you're
out?
punching it down.
Okay.
You're getting some of the air out of it.
Okay.
But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this here like this. We're gonna take our bowl, let it sit for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
This is a speedy way to make buns.
Speedy, speedy.
So see you in 10. So our dough has sat for 10 minutes.
Underneath
Let's
the
see
dome.
what we got. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
That puffed up
So
quite
now,
a lot.
If you made your dough and you use cold water, you'd have a disaster.
Oh, really?
You have to have warm to hot water in your mixture because that's what gets your yeast going. Okay? So now, Vicky,
What?
these buns are for you. And I want you to tell me, you want one like this
Oh, yeah.
and a hamburger one maybe, hey?
Yes.
So in the next few days, you can
I
have
gotta-
something on them. So here's my roadmap. So I've used this piece of parchment paper about 4 times. There's nothing wrong with it.
Great.
And parchment paper is expensive.
Yeah.
So we are going to take this, and I'm going to take a piece of it. And I haven't weighed these, which might be a good idea. Like say, oh, I'm going to weigh this, and then I'll know. That makes a hamburger bun that big.
Oh, yeah, that's a
So
good
that's
idea.
in my future. But I've been just screwing around with these, which is
You're
kind of
just
fun.
playing and having fun.
So what I'm going to do is you're going to roll this with your pin, and you can hear the air coming out of it.
Oh, really?
It like squeaks. Well, it's not loud enough to hear it right now, but when you first do it, you hear like that, and it's like, what was that? It's like the air.
Dean?
So no, I'm going to show you the technique on what you have to do to this bun. And this is going to be a round one. So you're going to roll it up like this, just like you're making a cinnamon roll. And then you're just going to squeeze it together, right? And do your roll.
Okay. That's odd.
Now that's going to be a pretty small bun. But we're going to put it on here and we're going to see how big it is at the end.
Okay.
So now when you're making a hamburger bun, what I want you to do is flatten it with your hand. Flatten it out like that, okay? And that'll help it.
Okay.
So we're gonna make a little bigger one here.
So now you're going to have all these different size breads, but will they all cook at the same
Yeah.
time? And
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they'll all bake 17 minutes. That's all it takes. This is gonna be a hamburger bun.
Now why did, in your research and how to do these, why do you roll it up like that? And are you trying to get more air into it, or?
No, that air, when you roll it with the pin,
Yeah.
the air comes out.
Okay.
If you didn't do that, you'd have a hole.
Oh.
So when you're baking it, you'd cut it in half and maybe you'd have a big hole
Oh,
in your
gotcha.
dough. So this one I'm just gonna spread out a little, see, like that. See how pretty?
That's beautiful.
So we'll do one more that
Very pretty.
size. And then I'll show you how to do the sub one, which is really fun. I'm so into it. But I know I'm making a superior product.
Oh, yeah.
And buns cost so much.
And a healthy one, too. And I'll tell you, the quality of a bun can make or break a sandwich or a hamburger or whatever it is you're eating.
Well, let's just compare that to a pie.
Oh, yeah.
If you got a crappy crust,
You got a crappy pie.
yeah. Well, look at how nice. Okay. So now we're going to make one like this, which is the same concept, but I got to show you how I do it. You're going to roll it out. Just get it in a ball. You want this about 5 by 7. Okay?
Okay, so more oblong.
Like a rectangle, right?
Okay.
And I really don't think it matters like how crazy you go rolling it, because you're rolling it up. So just start at the bottom. You're gonna roll it. I love this cutting board. It's not sticking to it. So there you go, right? But now say you wanted this long.
Okay.
You're gonna roll it with your hands like this.
Oh, yeah.
No, for you, Vicky, you just
yeah.
want one that long.
Yeah.
But the next one I make, I'll show you. You can see where your seam is.
Yep.
See? And then I usually go like that on the end to kind of seal it. See, if I wanted this longer, I'd go like this.
Gotcha.
And it would keep getting longer. Like a big...
I think we all had Play-Doh when we were kids. That's what it reminds me
Yeah.
of, you know?
So look at how cute.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Now this one, I'll just make whatever I get out of it.
Yeah.
And then you can make a sandwich or whatever out of it. Because believe me, you're going to want to eat more. It's really good.
They smell great too.
It does. Okay, let's roll this up. This one I'm going to make a little bit. I got more dough here, so you're just going to go like this and then go. See?
Oh, yeah.
How it gets longer?
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of tap your sides. There.
Beautiful.
So now you're going to take these and you're going to squirt water on them.
Oh.
Okay?
Warm, room temp.
It's warm.
Okay.
And you don't want your dough to dry out. That's one reason why you want to do this. And you're going to turn your oven light on. Okay? And you are going to let these sit in the oven.
Okay.
Just with the light on for 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay? There's my light, and we'll set our timer. See you in 20. So it's been 20 minutes. Let's see what these look like. Whoa, Vicky, look at your buns.
They're amazing.
Aren't they
If I do say so myself.
So now I have heated this oven to 450. Now you're gonna spray your buns again. We're gonna put some water. This is such a crappy sprayer. I gotta get a new one. You can see the water going on there. So what you're gonna do, this is gonna create your crust.
Oh.
So you're gonna open up your oven, which I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna describe to you what I'm gonna try to do right now. So once you get your buns in and your ice cubes thrown, you're gonna lower your temperature to 375. Okay?
It's at 450 right now.
Yes.
Or should be. Okay.
Let's do it.
So you're putting the wet, sticky buns in?
Yes. Then I am going to, you can see how dirty my oven is.
Ooh.
Well, that's going to create a little steam bath for them.
Oh.
Now we're going to do 3, 7, 5. And we're going to do 17 minutes. There.
Awesome.
How fun! Brown enough, though. It's been 17 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, look at it.
Those look amazing. Wow.
I think they're done, but I'm just going to let them go 1 more minute.
Okay.
Vicky, are you ready to see your buns? Huh?
I would love to see some toasty. Oh my God. Lori, those look amazing. That smell too.
It's unreal.
It is so good.
So we're going to, no, I want to tell you to take them off the pan.
Okay.
Because they'll keep cooking.
Oh.
This is hot. So this one got a little, he's like, oh, I don't know what happened.
Character.
So look at how nice.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh, look at this one.
Oh, that's like perfect.
So can you imagine a sub on there, but you're going to have filet mignon on them?
Well, yes,
Oh,
we grilled and we have
these
a
can touch, so
leftover.
you just rip them apart.
Oh, nice. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Those are beautiful.
Less than 2 hours, people.
That's
Look
crazy.
at how beautiful.
And most of the time, they're just on their own cooking, right? Like you can be doing whatever you want to be doing around
Yeah.
your house.
7 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. You can get stuff done while they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of yeast is what makes it go faster because it just makes them rise, you know. And listen, see your nice crust. And the inside, I want to show you. I'm going to cut this one so you can see. I think I got one.
That smell. Oh, I can't get enough of it.
So this one is just a little one. Hear that?
Oh yeah, it goes right in there.
See how nice and crunchy? Now look at the inside.
Oh my gosh.
It's just pillowy. So when you eat that, you get the crunch from the outside and then the inside is chewy.
Oh, that's amazing.
So delicious. I want to eat this right now. So I hope you find this video helpful and make these with your kids. Can you imagine? Teach them a little lesson about the yeast and, you know, how it makes your stuff rise and taste delicious. So, Vicki, are you happy?
I am beyond happy.
Yay! That's all that matters to me. Keep smiling.
Thank you.